I just try to just give it as good of a shot as I can, and whatever happens, happens. I try not to, it's hard to see with a line anyways. I can't really see. So I kind of just listen to the crowd, really. But the first one I knew.
Tate, Brent's told us a lot about just your confidence.
Sure.
Where does that come from for you?
It comes from my mom.
Really?
It definitely comes from my mom. She she raised us, just be comfortable in your own skin, and my dad as well. And it's just, God's gifted me with an ability that's, it's rare, and I'm embracing it. It's fun. It's very fun. It's fun.
Any nerves coming into an environment like this?
Yeah, there are nerves, but it doesn't have to be a double-edged sword. You use that sword and point to the other side of the team. It's something that you just got to embrace, and just it's going to happen. If you aren't nervous, you're lying. You don't care. And so I care about the team, and it was a good day.
It seems like this team has confidence in you just in any kind of situation that you'll go out there and make a kick. But just what does that do for you when it feels like the team has that confidence in you?
It's great. It's when you guys got your back, you operate with a little bit less weight on your shoulders and just operate freely. I know my guys got my back, and they know I got theirs. So.
Brent said he had to yell at you in practice the other day because he missed a kick.
He did.
I imagine that doesn't happen often.
No, and when it does, he's just trying to rattle me. And, sometimes, he's good at what he does. But it was all good. It was all fun games. I crushed the next one. So.
Is this the type of game in this kind of environment that you came to Oklahoma to kick in?
Absolutely, 100%.
And does that go through your head at all when you're out there kicking those 55 minutes?
No, I'm just out there with myself in my head, in between my ears, trying to just stay as neutral as possible and just give myself an opportunity.
Did they let you know that 50 and 5 yard, both those 55-yarders were tied for the longest in the stadium?
They did postgame. Yeah.
What does that feel like, just knowing that, considering this place?
It's great, and I'm gonna enjoy it. I prayed for this. It's come to fruition, but it's on to the next week. I know it sounds very repetitive, but that's my job. It's very repetitive. We're not gonna be hung over on this game. We gotta roll into Tuscaloosa here in about 2 weeks, and it's gonna be the exact same environment. So,
how much have you enjoyed just being a part of this Oklahoma team and just this program?
These are some of the best times of my life right here, and I am thankful that the Lord has blessed me with these opportunities. It's been great.
Saw after the game, the other specialists wanted to grab their cell phones and get out to take some selfies with you after that performance.
Yeah.
What was that moment like for you to kind of share that?
Man, this is why we do it. We love the game, we love each other, and we'll do anything for each other. We love to just go all out there and lay it out on the line. The amount of time we've put into this, we operate. We practice just as much as all the other guys, and our operation time in the game is probably less than a minute. It's just what we got is what we got. We're gonna roll with it.
Can you tell us about your pants?
I didn't know they were. I did not know they were that short. But I'm not gonna say I'm gonna change it because it's working. But
So now it's a superstition moving forward.
I didn't know they were that short when I looked on TV. Let's just say that. No, that's that.
So were they shorter tonight than they have been?
Well, they ripped pregame, so they kept falling down. So I think I kept pulling up a little bit higher, just like trying to get them to stay.
They ripped on a kick, like a
just. I guess so. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you when it happened, but I noticed it. I'm not changing it. So we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work.
Forgive me if you've answered this. What was the reaction of your teammates in the locker room coming in for you?
They were pumped.